Hi everybody, this is the Frugal Millennial, and this week we are looking at the 20 richest self-made women in the USA. On the list, there are actually 26 people because some of them share equal wealth in their ranking. Of the top 20 list, more than a quarter of the people hold a bachelor in arts or science. More than a quarter of them hold a high school diploma or are college dropouts. About 16% of them have an MBA, 8% of them have a Master of Science, 8% of them hold a medical degree, 4% hold a law degree, and 4% hold a PhD, and another 4% have an unknown qualification. Now looking at the industry where they made their wealth, 28% of them are in science and technology, 16% are in retail, 12% are in beauty, media and food industry both have 8% each. The remaining industry includes construction, insurance, accommodation, media, IT, logistics, agriculture, and biotech and pharmaceutical, which all have an equal footing of 4% each. This list was compiled by Forbes magazine, and to qualify for the list, you must be self-made rather than acquire wealth through inheritance. Accumulatively, if you add the wealth of all the 26 women on the list, it comes to $61.15 billion. Before I start, I'd just like to say, if you like my videos and would like to further support me, you can go to patreon.com/thefrugalmillennial to make a small donation. If you can't, that's okay too, but please share my work around. Number 20 on the list is Sheila Johnson, who made her wealth in media. She's currently 71 years old and she has a net worth of $0.77 billion. In 1979, she and her husband co-founded the cable TV channel Black Entertainment Network. In 2001, Viacom bought it for $2.9 billion. She now invests in hotels, planes, real estate, and horses. One of the most well-known celebrity on the list is Kim Kardashian West, coming at 19. She's also the youngest person on the list at age 39, and she has a net worth of $0.78 billion. Not only is she a celebrity, she's also an entrepreneur. She uses her fame to sell mobile games, cosmetics, and shapewear. The majority of her wealth comes from cosmetics and fragrance company KKW Beauty. She recently announced that her show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, will end in 2021. In equal place are the two dermatologists, Kathy Fields, who's 62, Katie Rodan, who's 65, and both have $0.8 billion each. Kathy and Katie created the acne cream Proactive, as well as Rodan Fields, which primarily sells anti-aging products. In 2016, the two dermatologists sold their Proactive royalties in a joint venture between Guthy Renker and Nestle. Number 17 on the list is Neerja Sethi, who's currently 65 years old and has a net worth of $1 billion. In 1980, her and her husband co-founded IT consulting and outsourcing firm Syntel in their apartment in Troy, Michigan. The company was acquired by Atos SE in 2018 for $3.4 billion. Number 16 on the list is shared by 5 people who all have $1.1 billion as their net worth. One of them is Jayshree Ullal, who's currently 59 years old. Since 2008, she has been the CEO of ARISTA Networks, which is a computing networking firm. She owns about 5% of the stocks. She is one of America's richest female executives. In equal place is Weili Dai, who's now 59 years old. In 1995, Weili and her husband co-founded Marvel Technology, which specializes in semiconductors. Due to fraud allegations, her and her husband were kicked out of the company in 2016, but they now invest in real estate and technology. In equal place is Robyn Jones, who's currently 58 years old. She co-founded Goosehead Insurance in 2003 with her husband Mark. They currently have around about 1,100 franchise locations in the U.S.A. Another person at 16 is Peggy Cherng, who's 72 years old. She co-founded Panda Express with her husband in 1982 in LA. The group has a stake in Urban Cafe, Just Salad, Uncle Tetsu, Pyology, and Ippudo. In 2017, the Cherns donated $30 million to Caltech's Department of Medical Engineering. Another person sharing position 16 is Safra Catz, who's 58 years old. She's currently the CEO of the software company called Oracle, after the founder Larry Ellison stepped down in 2014. She has helped acquire more than 130 companies. And taking off to place 15 is Eren Ozmen, who's currently 62 years old and has a net worth of $1.2 billion, and she made her wealth in the aerospace industry. She and her husband bought the aerospace and defense company Sierra Nevada Corporation in 1994. She's currently the chair, president, and main owner of this company, which is contracted by NASA for missions to the International Space Station. And at position 14 is Elaine Wynn, who's 78 years old and has a net worth of $1.8 billion. Known as the Queen of Las Vegas, she's one of the largest holders of Wynn Resorts, which her and her ex-husband founded in 2002. At 13 is Sheryl Sandberg, who's currently 51 years old and has a net worth of $1.8 billion. She's the CEO of Facebook. Under her guidance, the company went from losing $56 million in 2008 to profiting $18.5 billion in 2019. She turned the company around by turning the focus of the social media platform into an advertising platform for small businesses. At number 12 is Gail Miller, who's currently 76 years old and has a net worth of $1.9 billion. Gail and her husband started their business by owning a single Toyota dealership, but now they have over 64 dealerships all around the US. Recently, she sold the NBA team Utah Jazz for $1.66 billion, which she bought for in 1986 for $22 million. And number 11 is Alice Schwartz, who's 94 years old and has a net worth of $2.2 billion. In 1952, Alice and her husband established Bio-Rad. In 2019, Bio-Rad sells over 10,000 life science research and clinical diagnostic products. Before I proceed on to the top 10, here's your chance to like my video and subscribe to my channel for more riveting videos such as this. Top 10 on the list is Doris Fisher, who's 89 years old and currently has a net worth of $2.4 billion. She co-founded Gap with her husband in 1969 after her husband could not find jeans that fitted him. Her first store opened in San Francisco, where it didn't just sell jeans but also music. And number 9 on the list is probably one of the most famous self-made billionaires on the list, is Oprah Winfrey. Currently at 66 years old, she has $2.6 billion of net worth. In 2011, Winfrey launched the OWN cable channel. Winfrey also has a 7% ownership in Weight Watchers. Number 8 on the list is Ty Lee, who's 61 years old and has a net worth of $3.2 billion. She's the CEO of IT provider Software House International, a provider of technology products. And some of the most notable customers include Boeing and AT&T. She has an MBA from Harvard and is currently the board of SONDE Health. Number 7 on the list is Johnelle Hunt. She's 88 and is worth $3.5 billion. In 1961, Johnelle and her late husband took out a loan to start a rice hull packing operation. This eventually turned into one of the biggest transportation companies in the U.S.A. She has pledged to build a new baseball center at the University of Arkansas. 6 on the list is Lynda Resnick, who's 77 years old and is worth $3.6 billion. She's one of the brains behind Wonderful Co., which is a snack and drink conglomerate. The Wonderful Co. includes brands such as Plum Wonderful, Mandarin Halos, and Fiji Water. Her and her husband owns over 135,000 acres of orchards in Texas, Mexico, and California, where they grow their own pistachios, almonds, pomegranate, and mandarin oranges. Number 5 on the list is Marian Illitch, who is currently 87 years old and is worth $4.1 billion. In 1959, she co-founded Little Caesar Pizza with her husband. They expanded this as a franchise. She also owns Detroit Red Wings and Motor City Casino Hotel. And number 4 on the list is the 83-year-old Judy Love, who has a net worth of $4.7 billion. She, along with her husband, co-founded the convenience store chain Love's Travel Shops and Country Stores, which was founded in 1964. They first leased a gas station in Watonga, Oklahoma for $5,000. It is now a national chain with more than 490 locations in 41 states. And number 3 on the list is the 64-year-old Meg Whitman, who is worth $5 billion. She is better known for being the CEO of eBay from 1998 to 2008. She's currently the CEO of Quibi and invests in LA-based esport company Immortal LLC and took a seat on the board. And number 2 on the list is the programmer Judy Faulkner, who is currently 77 years old and is worth $5.5 billion. In 1979, she founded Epic, which is a medical record software provider in Wisconsin. She's currently still the CEO of the company. And in 2015, she signed the Giving Pledge, which she pledges to give 99% of her wealth to a charitable foundation. And number 1 on the list is Diane Hendricks, who is 73 years old and is worth $8 billion. In 1982, she co-founded the company ABC Supply with her late husband. It's now one of the largest supplier of roofing, siding, and window supplies in America. The company has about 780 branches all over America. And that's it for the top 20 richest self-made women in the USA. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on the Frugal Saver on Instagram. Thanks for watching!